Lots of practical tips for all of us. Next, in this session of RRR, we have our own RR sir talking about how to remain young always.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Litika. Thank you, KSOS. That is the topic of my talk. Right. And this is my disclaimer. Now, I was born in 1954 and I am now 22 years old. You're all confused. You think I have gone off my rocker? Or that I do not know my arithmetic? It's neither. I'm talking about my mental age. People seem to be so concerned about their physical aging and, of course, appearance and try to control that. Some by healthy living and some others by other sneaky means, whatever. But mental age, which I think is much more important in your life, not many people seem to be concerned about at all. I wonder why. I am reminded of this book, The Tin Drum. This is the first book in the Dancing trilogy by Gunther Grass. The protagonist is a boy who decides he doesn't want to grow up after the age of 5. That sort of thing is possible in the realm of literature. They call it some name by name like that, magical realism or something like that. But how about real life? Can you do that? Yes. You can control your aging, your mental aging. How? Point number 1 is curiosity. Children are by nature curious. Never lose your curiosity. Be curious about your patient's diagnosis, of course, and also about everything else under the sun. The day you never learn one new thing is a wasted day, however trivial or however apparently useless it be. Pick up new images, new ideas, new information, whatever. Stop being curious and you start getting older. Point number 2 is optimism. That child is not thinking about the scratch it is going to get from the cat. That's called hoping for the best. Always hope for the best. The doomsday prophet, the negative and the pessimist never stays young. Point number 3 is to have some interest, hobby, some passion outside your profession. See, you are all persons, ophthalmologists, two-dimensional, flat. Acquire a hobby, a passion, acquire another dimension, and acquire youthfulness into the bargain. The world is full of things you can do as a hobby. So many, ever so many. So acquire one and stay young. Humor is an integral part of staying young. Humor is the elixir of youthfulness and the spice of life. See humor everywhere, even in difficulties, adversities, calamities even, because humor is there everywhere, only you got to look for it. See humor and smile, make jokes and laugh, laugh loud, laugh loudest at yourself, laugh and stay young. Now your attitude, it's very important. The ideal attitude for a youthful person to have is, come let us, namakku nokam. That is the attitude to have. This is a combination of 3 things I already said. The optimism, curiosity and humor. You know, long back, my father asked me to join for MBBS. I had other inclinations those days. One thing, you never went against the wishes of your parents. Secondly, those days MBBS was a one-way door. You could not get into civil service afterwards. You could not get into films. You could not become a hairstylist or a supermodel or whatever, doctor for life. So I thought, come let's and join MBBS. I wonder where I would have become a sort of old Kermit Johnny if I had hesitated at that time. A few years down the lane, they told me, or rather told us, me and my would-be, how can you get married at this age? You're only 24. So we thought, come let's, and got married anyway. We have lived 45 youthful years afterwards. Again later, 1999, some of you might remember, KSOS was a very hectic AOC in Kochi. Afterwards, we wanted a laid back, a relaxed sort of drishti in a hill station. So few of us got together and thought, come let's, and Munnar happened. Some of you might remember, or at least you have heard of that wonderful conference in the sylvan surroundings of the unspoiled Munnar of those days. So come let's. That is the watchword for youthfulness. The moment you hesitate, you start getting old. Now, I have got your full attention, I am sure. Everybody in the audience is. It's very important to have romance in your life, but do not confine romance to the boy-girl thing. Or in these post-truth times of LGBT, I should have said boy-boy thing or a girl-girl thing also. Whatever. Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary defines romance as the ability to wonder at and feel affection for people, places, things and incidents. So, wonder at things, look at things in different way, enjoy them, appreciate, to feel affection, to feel love, fall in love. Yes, falling in love. Again, do not confuse falling in love with falling in love, getting married, getting divorced. No. Falling in love has got a wider meaning. So for example, when I read the lyrics, Manjani Poonilavu, Peratin Kadavingal Manjada Rechavichi Neeran, but I fall in love with those lines. I fall in love with P. Bhaskaran who wrote it. When she sings that, I fall in love with her. The melodies, modulations of her mellifluous voice. You know Dr. Srikanth Ramachandran, Pulamandola Center? He does watercolors. When he paints wet on wet, I fall in love with the colors, the painting, the painter. You go to a serene beach in the evening, fall in love with the wind and sand, the purple sky, the fading sun, the roaring sea. Fall in love and stay young. Now, romance in the other sense, boy-girl thing, and falling in love is also a very good antidote to aging. Only one rider though, do not let your spouse know. If you do, you would not stay young but might die young. Thank you friends. Thank you for your patient listening.